Am I the asshole for wanting to invite my girlfriend to a sleepover, even though my soon-to-be ex-wife lives in the next room? This is a messy situation, so bear with me. I've been married for 5 years, and while there were good moments, the relationship was difficult for both of us. I'll be the first to admit I wasn't easy to live with. I'm stubborn. I shut down during arguments, and I let things fester. But my wife, Claire, also had her issues. She's controlling, unpredictable, and has a habit of guilt-tripping me. We just weren't good for each other, and eventually we mutually decided to split. I fully accept my part in the marriage falling apart, but I thought ending it would be straightforward. It's been anything but. The main problem is that while we agreed to separate over 15 months ago, Claire is still living in the house. The house I bought before we were even married, just to be clear. I don't want to sound harsh, but she was supposed to move out when we decided to go our separate ways. At first I thought it was just taking her time to find a new place, which I understood. Then it was her depression, then her migraines, then gout, one health issue after another. I've been patient, but it's been over a year. Every time I bring up her moving out, she talks about how she's in too much pain to pack or find a new place, and I end up feeling guilty. In the meantime, I've been seeing someone. Her name is Jenna, and we've been dating for 6 months. Jenna knows all about the situation with Claire, and she's been patient, understanding, and just overall incredible about it. She's met Claire a few times, and to my surprise, they actually get along. Claire even said she likes Jenna, which I honestly found weird, but whatever. The problem is that Jenna and I have never spent a night together at my place. We usually get an Airbnb or go to her apartment, but the logistics are getting complicated and expensive. I've been wanting to invite Jenna over to my house, and I think it's fair. After all, it's my house. But of course, Claire is still living in the guest room, and I feel weird about having Jenna spend the night while my soon-to-be ex-wife is just a few feet away. I've talked to Jenna about it, and she says she's fine with it as long as I am, but I don't know, it's just complicated. Claire still treats the house like we're a couple. Despite living in the guest room, Claire still behaves as though she has equal say over what happens in the house. She rearranges the furniture, buys groceries without asking, and leaves her stuff everywhere. It's like she refuses to acknowledge that we're separated. It feels like she's staking her claim on the space, and I worry that bringing Jenna into that environment will just escalate the tension. Claire's unpredictability. On the surface, Claire seems fine with me dating Jenna. She's even been friendly when they've crossed paths. But Claire has always been a master at passive-aggressive behavior. She's made snide comments about Jenna when she thinks I'm not listening, and I know she's brought up our marriage struggles when talking to Jenna. I have no idea how she'd react if Jenna actually stayed the night, and that unpredictability stresses me out. Claire's health issues. While I've tried to be compassionate about Claire's physical and mental health, I'm starting to feel like her illnesses are just another excuse to avoid facing reality. Every time I push her to move out or finalize the divorce, she talks about her latest ailment and I feel guilty. I know she's going to bring this up again if I tell her I'm having Jenna over. She'll say she's too unwell to deal with the stress of it. But at this point, I don't know if I can keep putting my life on hold for her. Here's the kicker. I've given Claire plenty of time to move out. I've even offered to help her find a place and cover the first few months' rent. She's turned it all down, and it feels like she's just squatting here now. But it's been 15 months, and I'm tired. I love Jenna, and I want to build a future with her, but I'm stuck in this weird limbo where my ex-wife is still very much a presence in my life and my house. Would I be the asshole if I invited Jenna over for a sleepover, knowing that Claire is still living in the next room? I feel like I'm being held hostage in my own home, and I just want to move on. But part of me feels guilty for making Claire uncomfortable, even though, technically, she's the one who's overstayed her welcome. I don't know. Am I in the wrong here? Should I just keep waiting for Claire to finally move out? Or is it time to start reclaiming my space, even if it causes drama?